5 things you need to understand if dealing with a police officer. Dealing with law requirement officials will occur eventually, regardless of whether you haven't overstepped any laws, and it's imperative to know your rights and how you ought to carry on if you end up in a sketchy circumstance. We have arranged the responses for the most widely recognized what if and can they circumstances, and you will need to know the correct strategy. 1. What to do if law authorization officials stop me in the road. You reserve the privilege to stay quiet. It implies you can decline to address their inquiries. You need to express it for the cops to hear. However, this doesn't mean you can turn your back to them. You should respond to inquiries concerning your name and where you live. When you give this data, ask, "Am I free to go?" If a cop says yes, at that point you can leave. On the off chance that you are a traveler visiting another nation, consistently convey a duplicate of your ID or some other ID card, a duplicate of your visa or vacationer voucher, and your lodging's business card. Being drawn closer and posed inquiries by the police doesn't mean you are a suspect or that you have carried out a wrongdoing. They have the specialist to come to you and pose inquiries. But, if they don't enable you to leave after you ask them to, or potentially you are being perused and presented your rights, at that point they speculate you have carried out a wrongdoing. 2. Do I need to address inquiries posed by police officers? No, you reserve the privilege to stay quiet. You will never be discouraged for not addressing an inquiry. Before you consent to respond to any inquiries, first counsel a legal counselor. Simply state, "I need to talk with my lawyer." Keep in mind, just a judge can constrain you to address inquiries in court. 3. What to do in case I'm being talked to leave a spot. If you are being talked to leave a spot by cops, they speculate you are disrupting the harmony, are extremely flushed or intoxicated and can be risky to individuals around you, can make damage or harm somebody's property, are indigent, have mental issues. It doesn't need to be in a written paper. There are a few special cases. The police can't ask you to move if you are challenging some political issues or participating in a work strike. 4. What if I am victimized by a police officer? Write down the officer's badge number, their name, or any other identifying information. A police officer is obliged to answer these questions. Try to find eyewitnesses and write down their names and phone numbers. If you are hurt, get medical care, take pictures of the damages, and copy all the documents from the medic. Call an attorney. You should also file a complaint against the police officer who mistreated you. 5. For what reason do police touch your vehicle when they pull you over? Cops need to leave their fingerprints on it. The fingerprints left on the vehicle can demonstrate that the official has moved toward the vehicle and had an experience with a specific driver. If there should be a crime, the driver could be found because of the fingerprints left on his vehicle. Cops attempt to drive people nervous before really going to their window. These days most squad cars have dash cams ready and cops don't have to leave their fingerprints as evidence of the experience. Have you had your very own experience dealing with law enforcement? Show us your if you like this video in the comment section below.